All right, welcome back, strangers. I'm Ethan, the writer of The Strangest, occasional editor, very, very few times a narrator. But tonight, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rebecca. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you excited? And Sasquatch, our dog, you can't really see her.
Yeah, I'm short. You can't really see her. There's part of her face.
Yeah, but tonight we're going to be discussing storming Area 51, the aliens, UFOs, and all the strange and random things I put in this outline tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. So
I did a Blake and I didn't read the outline, so I don't know what we're doing.
yeah, no one really does.
I'll just figure it out as you tell me what to say and do.
Sometimes we'll have a few guests that are really on top of it. They're like, you said you were going to send an outline. Where is it? And I'm like, I'm finishing it. Give me a minute. Because they want to read through it. But it's going to be a fun night. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. Starting the weekend off with you guys is always the best.
I need to open it on my phone.
Yeah, it's going to cause a feedback.
I cut the sound off.
I mean, it's going to cause the thing to feedback in the mic. All right, yeah, we're going to pull it up in a second. But if you're new to The Strangest, we're a paranormal and unsolved mysteries YouTube channel. And if you are new, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're old,
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for joining us again. Make sure you smash that bell button so you get all the notifications and that you're always subscribed and get all the videos. But how are y'all doing tonight, starting your week off with us? Is doing well?
I see Chris with a K.
Yeah.
And Stacy.
Yeah. So.
We're the cutest.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. So. And Ghostwatch. Hope you're doing well. So,
I like him. He's nice.
Yeah, Ghostwatch is awesome. So thanks for joining us. What do you guys think of the whole Storm Area 51 thing? Would you guys go to it? Do you think people are crazy? Do you think it's a crazy meme? Do you think anyone's actually going to do it, Rebecca?
I think about 15 people are going to show up and they'll just pew them.
Yeah.
That's my predictions. Either no one will show up and the military will just be able to get rid of them and make them stop, or it'll be a bunch of people show up and then it'll be a bunch of people selling some overpriced water and fighting, and I don't know. Yeah. I don't think I think what they should do is just let people go in.
Just go in.
I think they should let people go in.
I heard they should just replace everything with fake stuff and then have Ashton Kutcher be there to say you got punked at the end. That was one meme I saw.
Yeah, like how Masonic temples and stuff let you do tours because they take all the good stuff out and let you go in. They should just do that.
Yeah.
Put some fake stuff in there so you think you seen the alien or something, and then they tell everyone that there are aliens, but not the one you seen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, if there were ever aliens there, that's a good way to make sure there's never going to be aliens there ever again.
True. Yeah. But I heard they're calling for the Air Force and stuff to come do stuff.
I mean, it's an Air Force base, so they should be there already.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Well,
I guess it makes sense. Airspace UFOs, but supposedly they're ramping up security and stuff. I've heard about people being able to break through the gate, passing on the things that say don't go to it and not coming back out. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think they should let you go in.
Yeah. Stacy said she thought people are going to get killed. So
really hope not, especially since everyone now knows this is a thing. It's got hundreds of thousands of people talking about it. They should just let you go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're already working towards making an announcement that aliens are real, this is the best way to do it. How do we know the government didn't start this so that they'll let people in and tell you aliens are real and everyone be excited because you got to storm Area 51?
Yeah, that's the first talking point for tonight. Did you read that or did you just
I didn't. I can't read.
Okay. Yeah, so the storm, this is what I almost tweeted this, but then I was like, this will make a good script. And then I was like, that's going to be an Amino video. But this was going into the live stream. But the Storm Area 51 event, I think, was only created to further desensitize the general population of the idea that the government has been hiding the existence of aliens for decades.
Yeah.
Millions are interested in all this, all the news surrounding the Area 51 event. So the internet's now full of memes and everyone's talking about the secret government site and the concealed aliens. And all this is happening just after, like last month, the United States Navy introduced a new formal procedure for naval pilots to properly document unexplained encounters with UFOs and things they witnessed in the sky. And also a few weeks ago, Bob Lazar, who allegedly worked at Area 51 on a program to study and attempt to reverse engineer an alien-powered propulsion system for the United States military, was on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about Area 51, aliens, and alien technology. So do you think all this is a coincidence, or do you think the government, well, you already said it, is the government just trying to desensitize us to the idea of aliens?
I think that's probably it. Because, like, how long has Area 51 been a thing? Like, my whole life, plus a lot of other years. I mean, why did no one try to do this before?
I mean, we didn't have the internet before to organize this all.
Yes, we did. We have had MySpace. We have had Facebook. How long has Facebook been around? I graduated high school 10 years ago. It's been more than 10 years that that's been a thing. This could have been orchestrated plenty of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And I also, talking about these memes, no one talks about how disturbing it is to clap them alien cheeks. Because that's so strange. I know that's not in this outline you wrote.
No,
but everyone talks about getting them some alien cheeks. And that's strange.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, alien rape is not okay.
That's really weird, Rebecca.
That's memes.
Strange. But
yeah,
April's here. How's it going? I hope you're having a good night. So, but
why did you put Area 52?
Because I was going to ask, where do you think Area 52 is now? So the idea if they've moved all the aliens and the secret stuff out, where do you think it's gone to? Where do you think the new site is?
I literally think, like, there's got to be underground bunkers and stuff, and all that desert probably literally took all the good stuff and, like, put it down there, or they will for September.
Yeah.
And then just bring it back. Like, there's so much desert out there. It's got to be in the desert still.
Yeah. Did you know Anheuser-Busch is offering free Bud Light to any alien that makes it out of Area 51 alive? Would you be tempted to escape Area 51 if you were an alien?
I do not like beer. And if I did, Budweiser would not be it.
Yeah.
But whatever.
They even came up with like this logo, this green like beer, like Bud Light can for the special edition alien Bud Light.
That's just someone trying to make some good money on some beer.
I mean, you gotta hustle.
And I bet you they'll be selling these fancy green beers outside for like $15 a bottle or a can or whatever. I'm just saying, calling it now.
Yeah, we should just be there and just selling strangest stuff. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe.
No one's gonna care.
Yeah.
That's not what they're there for. They're not here for these aliens. They're for the real aliens.
Yeah. I'm here for the alien dinner party. So, all right. So you didn't know that much history about Area 51. So here's a little.
Skip the whole question.
We already talked about it. I asked you in the beginning, what do you think is going to happen? Are people going to get hurt and all that stuff?
Okay. Well, speaking of storming it, I keep getting ads and pictures and stuff that come up on my Facebook, like literal ads for shirts and stuff to wear while you storm Area 51. Let me pull that up. Oh my God. I need to see. Like, look at that. It's a whole alien shirt that they say that's what you should wear. Storm Area 51 in style. Why am I getting these ads?
Rebecca's just advertising for people.
You probably couldn't see it. Don't buy that. It's weird, and they send me creepy ads. But
all right,
you're obnoxious.
It causes feedback that people can hear. I don't know. I told you that before. They can. I put headphones in specifically so they could like make sure.
No headphones.
All right. So Area 51 was officially called the Homie, or I think that's how you say it.
That's probably how you say it.
Yeah, Homie Airport or Groom Lake after the salt flat next to the airfield. I also have heard it called like Dreamland. That was another one. I forgot to put that in the script. But it was originally used as a military base during World War II. The remote location was used to build prototypes of U-2 planes and run test flights of other top-secret aircraft. The United States Air Force officially took control of the site in 1955 and was used to develop other test aircraft such as the Oxcart, the F-117 Nighthawk, and like I think some of the stealth bombers. But the American people had no idea what was going on, and they constantly kept seeing like these random lights in the sky and these mysterious aircraft. So a bunch of conspiracy theories and UFO folklore developed around the site, thinking that it was like an alien base, or that's where they took the bodies of the aliens after Roswell. The base was never formally declared a top secret base by the government, but the intense secrecy surrounding the site has made many question what the actual purpose of the base is. The government didn't even acknowledge the actual existence of the facility until June of 2013, after people got enough signatures for a Freedom of Information Act disclosure. And they got all the signatures back in 2005. So it took them 8 years to finally like just disclose the existence of it. And until 2018, you couldn't even see satellite images over the site. They would blur it out on Google Maps and everything, so you couldn't actually see what was over it. By now, most people have accepted that like the strange lights and aircraft witnessed around the area were all man-made top secret aircraft that were made during World War II and between the Cold War and everything. And that hasn't stopped a lot of people from believing that there's some alien stuff going on, trying to develop aircraft, weapons, and technology reverse engineered from alien technology that was either given to us freely by aliens that they've been hiding, or that was reverse engineered from like crash sites, from different UFO crash sites around the world. What do you think the government's hiding there? Do you think we've been reverse engineering stuff for the past 100 years? Because if you think of, we went from flying like, when did the Wright brothers? It was like what,
I'm not from North Carolina.
1904. Yeah, something. We went from flight to the moon to now we have like unlimited information in our pockets, and soon we'll have AI and all that stuff. So makes you think.
We can get some new pancreases. That'd be nice.
I mean, they might be holding out there too. So
another conspiracy for another time.
Yeah. So, what do you think after all that? Had you heard any of that stuff before?
No, I didn't really listen to it all either.
No one listens.
I just like looked at the words as you read it and didn't comprehend what they said, nor really listen to you.
Yeah.
But people got used to seeing lights and things, and oh god, then stuff happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, can't you go into other bases? Like, is the Wilmington, is that where we went? The battleship? Isn't that a Navy base?
No, it's a museum. It's a naval museum. That thing.
Can you go into other bases? Can you go into Fort Sumter?
I mean, that's not a real fort anymore.
They do things there.
All right, I list off other air like on.
Yeah, but like, can't you go into other places? Because I feel like it's not all top secret and weird, and you might not be able to go into like the big fancy buildings, but they'll let you like go to the outside. You know, they won't even let you go into the gates of Area 51.
Yeah,
that's suspicious.
I mean, they're developing top secret military stuff.
They're probably working on like some type of crazy nuclear weapons and stuff out there with all that desert to drop them on and make stuff explode, and you won't know.
They haven't done that for decades, but I
bet they're doing it.
No, because anytime it would happen, it would be alerted. People would know from the radiation.
Maybe they got it now where it doesn't boom. Like it wipes it out above the ground.
Yeah.
So it would destroy everything if there were things there, but not boom the ground. I bet they got it.
No, it caused tremors and all that stuff. But,
no.
Yeah.
Magic.
But Amy Only's here. What's up? Hope you're having a good night. April said, not too many people know about Area 51. Anything alien has been moved to another black site. I think that's definitely true. Everything's been moved away. This is all just a front to desensitize us to the idea. All the cool stuff's been hidden away. They'll tell us some stuff that's like 30 or 40 years old. They're going to release to the public. They're not going to tell us the most recent good stuff.
They might not tell anybody anything. It might be shoot on sight.
I might just be some crazy guy on the internet just got everyone interested, and the government's like, well, fuck, what do we do now? We have to move all this stuff before September. Damn it.
Yeah, I've seen some people, person you specifically don't like, who went there to do like a stupid video. And like, it has normal gates that you could definitely climb, but I bet they have some hardcore security gates you ain't getting through, and all they got to do is lock them. No one's going to ram their car through it.
Yeah.
Do a squad of people if that many people go.
Yeah. So, how do you think Area 51 employees and people there get to the base?
Can they not drive? You can drive.
No,
They
they
drive.
don't. They
They
don't
drive.
drive. They don't drive.
Maybe they get teleported.
No, they actually don't. This is a really cool thing. This is gonna be a script for another video. I really like the first part of it. So, it's actually people fly in and out of there from Las Vegas. Janet Airlines is
Okay, hang on. So if I'm going to work and I gotta be at work every day from 8 to 5, I gotta fly.
at 3:38 a.m. is when the flight leaves.
When does it come back?
I don't know. It doesn't say return time.
Well, that's
I
an
didn't
important
write the
thing
part.
because are they slave drivers here? Like, how long they gotta stay?
A lot of them work there for the whole week. It's only like the really cush people that fly back and forth daily. Most of them are on site
That's a lot.
from Monday to Friday.
Hopefully, they pay better than the other.
I mean, it's a
parts of the
government
military.
job. They get government benefits and everything.
What do
Right.
these people do though?
I mean, it's secret. It's top secret, Rebecca.
Yeah, well, I do science.
Do you want to read and tell what they do?
No, I can't read.
Okay.
I don't even know what that T word is.
Okay.
We'll just let you read.
All right. So there's actually an airline called Janet Airlines, which is what it goes by. Like when you see it at airports, that it's listed, or hear it come across like air traffic control. Janet Airlines is the unofficial name given to a highly classified fleet of passenger aircraft that's operated for the United States Defense Department of the Air Force as an employee shuttle to transport military and contract employees. The airline mainly serves the Nevada National Security Site, an area which includes Area 51 and the Tonopah Test Range. But the airline is known to go to at least 15 different sites around the world, which includes like the Air Force Plant 42, the Naval Air Weapons Station in China Lake, Edwards Air Force Base, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and many others. They actually even have code names, and one of them listed is actually the Groom Lake site. The purpose of the airline is to pick up the employees at their home airport. Most of them, though, are Las Vegas. That's the main one, and Los Angeles. And I think one was in Salt Lake City, and take them to work. Some do this as daily, every morning, or an afternoon thing, like I told Rebecca. But those are the cush ones. But some of them are actually on site Monday through Friday and fly back Friday evenings. So Janet Airlines operates a private terminal at the Las Vegas McCarran's International Airport. It's at the very west side of the airport, so you'll find like this small parking lot that's gated and guarded, and it actually has its own private terminal there that's full of like, you'll see the fleet of the airplanes. It's operated by defense contractor ACOM, and all the pilots and airline stewards and terminal workers have to undergo a single scope background investigation in order to obtain top secret security clearance. The airline operates a small fleet of Beechcraft aircraft, a few prop airplanes, and at least 6 Boeing 737s that are all painted white with a red stripe going along the entire fuselage of the plane. So you can see pictures online of these planes taking off every day from Las Vegas and landing. And you can see it from the strip happening too. So it's not that secret. And you can hear the air traffic control, like communication between them. So there's people online who actually document all the different places that this airline goes, just to try to get an idea of where they're going. So it's only a short 25-minute flight from Las Vegas to Groom Lake, where Area 51 is. But Strangest, would you guys work for Janet Airlines if you had a chance? They're always hiring. You'll see job listings on different defense contractor sites for different airline positions, and they look for specifically level-headed and clear-thinking individuals who, preferably with top secret government clearance, to perform like tasks such as light cleaning of aircraft interiors, maintenance, and they should have at least a minimum high school education, and they should be able to handle unusual incidences such as hijackings and bomb threats. That's just in the normal job description. So did you know about that? The secret people leaving from Las Vegas every day.
I've never been. Did you say in all these words why they make them fly?
Because you can't just have people drive. Think about people getting kidnapped along the highway.
I mean, I literally watched a video of someone just driving there.
Yeah, you know, there's like 10 miles between the gate and the actual site.
Yeah, but there's someone in a guard box at the first gate with cameras.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, where do they go?
What?
Like, where do they land?
There's this airstrip.
And they gotta walk all the way to get to the inside. Like, it's not like a helicopter where you can land like right there at it. You don't have to land.
No, it
pretty
lands
far.
and then there's a base right next to it, and they probably go down, and most of the important stuff is probably underground. See.
Do they have flight attendants?
Yeah, they do. They're flight attendants, pilots.
No, it said people
yes.
to clean. It didn't say specifically.
I mean, it's only a 25-minute flight, so
that's what I'm saying. Like, do they need those? They're not going to give you no peanuts and no water for a 25-minute flight.
Well, supposedly, actually, I saw the return flight's like 45 minutes because sometimes they have to circle around the Las Vegas airport, so they might get drinks and coffee there while they're like circling the land.
Interesting.
Yeah. So. All right. John said, new to the show, it's going on 20 past 1 in the morning. That's pretty late for Ireland.
From Ireland.
Yeah.
We've been there.
Yeah, we did. So, and Rachel said, I have a dumb question. Is most of the base
kind
underground?
Of dumb. Not dumb.
Sorry, I
Get
didn't
it right.
see it. It's kind of tiny for me to read, Rebecca. And how are people expected to go in provided they don't get shot? Yeah, just they fly.
Part of it. Most of the base underground.
Yeah.
And he's talking about people expecting to get in the raid.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, if people go and they don't want you to get in, you're not getting in.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it takes for the government to be able to be like, shoot them. Because we've had instances of like the National Guard and stuff killing people for going into schools and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know what kind of things have to happen for the government to be like, just do it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be one.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this might be one of those things that they let you do that for.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's underground, under all that desert. I've heard from a reliable source that it's underground.
Who's that reliable source?
Disclosed. Can't talk about it.
Rebecca's going to get on a list.
I want to be on the list.
Yeah. So.
They can pay me some hush money. I won't talk about it.
I don't think you get to be bribed.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. So, did you watch the new Maverick trailer or the Top Gun trailer?
You act like you didn't show me that yesterday. Part of it, and it had some music in it that sounded like Star Wars music. So Ethan's laying on that couch, and I'm on the left seat, and he's facing like our heads are together. So he's watching it, and I hear some Star Wars sounding music. And I'm like, oh my god, Last Jedi, is that what we're doing? And then it's weird. I've never seen Top Gun, which you already gave me some crap about yesterday, but no, I didn't watch it. I don't care. Goose.
Yeah. Well, that's part of that money, like all the planes and stuff in Top Gun and a lot of movies is provided by the government so that you it's as part of propaganda.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a thing. So
yeah, read Stacy's question.
It would be trespassing too. I wonder if they would arrest them.
100%. Shoot some, arrest the others.
They'd probably arrest first. I read a thing that said
questionable. Depends on how far they get in. If you start getting you start making some progress and you start getting ready to go into stuff, I guarantee you they're gonna be shooting. Yeah, if they don't want you to go in.
I read a thing saying that it's going to be a good way for the government to test its new non-lethal force weapons on people. So
that's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think if they're not if they don't want people to get in, no matter how many people show up, you're not getting in. I think they might be like, okay, guys, we moved all our cool stuff out. You can come in and tour and then never come back here. But if they don't want you to go, you're not going. No matter if The Rock goes, that bald dude in Fast and Furious, no matter who's Keanu Reeves, they don't care. You're not getting in.
You know what a cool secret
Jason
site?
Jason Stratham.
You know a cool
bald dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking of his name. Okay, that's the name, right? That's the name.
Yes. Do you know of the cool secret site that you can actually tour now that's nearby us? The Greenbrier Hotel in West Virginia.
Why would I just know about that?
Because it's a
I
really
found
famous...
us a UFO on the side of the road.
You did.
And that was free. It had cats.
Yeah.
And you can go in there.
You can.
They got electricity.
I posted on Instagram.
I don't even know where that was.
It was in South Carolina.
They had a billboard. I found it. All right, what's this green something something? Is that in here? I don't see that.
No, it's not.
Okay, so what is that?
The Greenbrier Hotel in West Virginia is a hotel gambling facility. They also have a golf course there that's really famous. They host the golf tournament every year. But the whole underground part of it is a whole bunker that was built to withstand a nuclear strike. And that's where they had planned to fly the government to, if like senators and everything, if there was ever like a nuclear attack, and they could operate the government from there.
I would be mad if I'm used to being in some fancy places and got shipped to West Virginia.
I mean, at that point, you'd be glad to be alive.
Would I?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Because most people are going to be dead if something like that happened.
I'd just be one of those.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
But then it eventually got out that it actually existed. And then now
it's not Camp David. What did you call it?
The Greenbrier. Why would it be Camp David?
I don't know. That's a thing.
It is, but that's not a secret underground bunker for the whole government.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's an underground bunker for like the president and stuff to go to. That's a thing. Yeah. Someone Google that. That's a thing.
No, that's just his retreat place.
No, it's not a real camp. They just call it that. But no, I've never heard of the Greenbrier. What you called it?
Yeah.
I actually feel like I might have heard about some Greenbrier stuff.
I probably heard about
watching golf with you and Granddaddy.
Well, Margaret also probably talked about casino.
That's not the one we went to.
No, it's a nice one. It's the one that costs. They have the pet room though. It's like $500 a night.
They can't even see Sass anymore.
Yeah. So, all right. So
you talked about Maverick and not Independence Day. That's your thing.
I know that was supposed to be a segue, but you started talking about.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I did not watch the Maverick trailer, and now.
Okay. So the government, like for like Top Gun and different movies, they support them by providing like all the equipment and like provide like ships and airplanes and all this stuff for people, like movie props. They just have to provide the fuel. The United States government was in full support of the movie Independence Day, even though it just blows up the White House in it. They were going to offer real military uniforms, even jets, until the filmmakers refused to remove the part about Area 51 in the movie. This was before they acknowledged the base even existed, and just because they wouldn't remove it, the government withdrew all support. So, for information regarding the United States military assistance in producing feature and motion pictures, television shows, documentaries, music videos, commercial advertisements, they even say CD-ROM games. They don't say podcasts or YouTube videos, but they say all other audio-visual programs. To please contact the military service for being portrayed and asking for some assistance. Usually, just have to pay for their fuel for using the equipment. So. We might have a big budget thing one day. see if the military will help us out. So there's a running deal with Hollywood Studios with the Department of Defense that they'll supply all the equipment you want. There's only two catches. The production company pays for fuel, which I said, and they also get final approval of everything in the script. So if you mention like Area 51 or other top secret stuff, they'll cut it all out. So that's why all the big budget like movies you see with like military stuff in it always portray America as the good guys. So you have the American flags everywhere. It's the whole like propaganda that America's awesome. So like a lot of times like Stanley Kubrick was denied like any of this for Full Metal Jacket. So they had to use.
You know what's a great movie?
What?
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah. And they had to use all this using military surplus and stuff and the military provided.
What's the dude's name?
The gunny sergeant? Who are you talking about?
Yeah. He has a name I can't remember right now. But he wasn't even supposed to be in the movie. He was supposed to train the guy who was hired to be that. And he was so good. They just let him do it. That's a great movie. It's
Yeah.
very depressing. It's great.
Yeah.
That's my kind of military movie.
Yeah, he passed away like a year or two ago.
That's sad.
Yeah. But supposedly Michael Bay had to jump through a bunch of hoops to get the military involved in all the Transform movies. They did not want them to be used as alternate forms of the Decepticons, but
They are.
yeah, they are. But he eventually sweet talked them because it's Michael Bay. He wanted to make sure they looked like total badasses when they did it. So, have you watched all the Transformers movies?
I've never seen one.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, but I've seen the TV show.
I think it's Sergeant Hartman.
I meant his real life name. He has like a 3-person name. Oh, is that his name?
No, it's
No, Arlie Hermy.
Yeah,
Arlie Hermy.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. Yep. I told you he had a 3-part name.
Doesn't everyone
The
have
R
a
is silent.
3-part name?
No, they don't.
Rebecca Lee.
Yeah, not everyone has a middle name.
It's pretty common.
But not everybody. You said everybody.
It's the cultural norm in these parts.
Well, this is only one country.
I think the actual event's happening in September for Area 51. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like the 18th or the 19th, but either one, let me look that up right now. But
Yeah.
it's in September.
Which is really convenient considering it's like it's far enough away that the internet will forget about it. It's not like August 1st.
I know.
Like, yeah, let's go,
I know.
guys.
Like the way it's been like hyped up and stuff, you'd think it was like this week.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
I think I think I have to work that weekend. It's either I have to work it or it's my 3D. No, the Busch Gardens trip. That's why we can't do it. So hang on. I can tell you when it is.
And we're just going to be in Busch Gardens that weekend if anyone
I
wants to
know.
come hang out with us.
It'll be the 28th of September. Pretty sure that's when it is. Because I remember being like, oh no, we can't go because the Busch Gardens things. I think it's around that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting some love in the chat, Rebecca. A lot of people don't like Rebecca.
They don't.
Rebecca gets the most hate comments on
I
any
do.
guest.
I do. People mad that I got Ethan and they didn't. I'm sorry.
They're like, why is she here?
I haven't been swearing a whole lot. Y'all are welcome.
Yeah,
Trying to keep this monetized.
we'll see. So what's the strangest thing you've witnessed someone do just randomly?
I was literally reading a Reddit thread about this and I had to get out of it, which was very depressing. I think I still have it open in my Alien app, but I don't even know, man. I've seen a lot of weird stuff. Like when you work in the medical field, you see all kinds of things. How about you start and maybe I'll think of something.
Oh, when we were in Ireland, someone from Ireland was here earlier. It was in Northern Ireland though, so we were in Belfast.
Oh my God, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Belfast is wild, y'all.
Yeah.
Belfast is a crazy city.
Yeah, we had this guy. Like we saw.
We had walked like 2 miles. What is that, like 4 kilometers, 4.5 kilometers? We walked a while to some prison or something. And then we were walking back because we parked forever away because Ethan didn't realize how far it was, I guess. And we passed this dude. We passed a woman who's like boyfriend. I didn't hit it for real. I didn't. It's fine. We passed a woman who's like husband, boyfriend, something. He was getting arrested. We seen some cops. And she's like crying and like telling him to take him out the car. It was a scene. But there's a guy sitting on the ground, like laughing at these people. And as we pass him, he just laughs and says, crackheads. And I was like, that's weird. Okay, whatever. And we keep walking. I should have let you tell the story. I took it over. We keep walking
And so we start walking back and we decide we're going to go to this McDonald's. That's like close.
That's 2 miles away.
Yeah.
By 4 kilometers.
And this guy's kind of like walking on the side street.
He followed us straight up behind us for a while.
Yeah.
And we're just 2 little Americans. They got no weapons because they don't let you just take those on airplanes.
Yeah.
Ethan's got expensive cameras.
I had a GoPro. That's all I had at
Oh,
this
yeah,
time.
you didn't have
I didn't have
Osmo.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why the camera footage was so shaky. This appeared in this story appeared in the unit collaboration we did. So with the Belfast, it was a jail, the Crumlin jail or something like that. But
that place was pretty cool. I wanted to go in it, but they don't let you do stuff like that.
They do. You can go in it. We just didn't have time to tour, Rebecca.
I didn't mean to. God.
So you could go in. What was actually creepier? So they had the jail on one side that had been restored to where you could do tours, but it was a lot of money and we didn't have much time. It was like a Sunday. I think they closed early, but right.
It looked closed. It had like a fence around it.
No, that's not. That was it. No, that's the abandoned courthouse.
That's what I was looking at. Yeah.
That's what you think, not the jail. We went to film the jail, but across from it's this abandoned courthouse. And underground, there's this tunnel where they would take the prisoners. And it's supposed to be super haunted, and you can go down there. And there's actually like a few crazy ghost photographs online where it looks at actual like real haunted stuff. So after we go and film that, it was really far away. We walk back. The guy's following us. Then he breaks off, and he's kind of just down on these side streets. And he's like really like he also seems like a crackhead.
I didn't think so at the time. I didn't think he seemed like a crackhead at the time. But we knew he was following us. So I think he went to a side street to be like, he left, we're fine.
Yeah.
But like if you looked right, you would see him walking beside of us on another street. It was very creepy.
And there's like no one else really out at this
Not
time.
At all.
Like all the shops are closed.
Right?
Yeah, all the shops are closed because it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Everyone out there is literally drunk. And we get to this McDonald's and we go inside the order. And it's like a big line and everything.
Yeah, thankfully there's people inside.
Yeah, it's really busy because there's like nowhere else really open. And this guy just walks in, the guy that's been following us. He looks at me as he's like walking in. We're like in the line. And he's like, watch me get free food. And he just goes up to the counter and pulls his dick out onto like that and starts yelling at them to give him food. And the manager just comes out and yells at him like, "You can't do this here. You can't." They don't even call the police. This is like a normal
He's like,
thing.
"This is Steve. Steve, you need to leave."
Yeah, this happens all the time here. We just gotta get you to leave. And so they're like getting him out the door. He's like going, and then all of a sudden this like attractive girl walks in and he tries to pull his dick out to show her, and he just trips all over he like walks into a table and falls down and busts his head.
No, that's not what happened.
Well,
he got decked.
Yeah.
When he showed his thing to that lady, this bald dude punched him. And it wasn't a normal punch. He punched him and he went flying backwards into like all the high chairs and tables and stuff that behind him. You forgot that part.
Yeah. Well, I didn't actually see that part. I just heard him like fall down because I was trying to be
he got hit.
This guy.
And I was like, oh my God, why would you just hit him? And he's like, I never saw this dude's wiener, not once. It's just like he pulled his dick out. Did you not see it? And I'm like,
yeah, because I did not see that stuff. I was just like, I don't.
But I felt bad for this strange, scary man when he got hit until I knew he pulled his wee wee out in front of somebody.
Yeah, and
that was crazy.
They still didn't call the cops.
They did not.
Just let him out.
They just left. I'm telling you, Steve lives a crazy life, man.
Ireland lives Northern Ireland lives a crazy life. The fact that they just don't call the police for that.
Yeah, he did not get free food, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, he
didn't get any food. He got like a bloody nose and left.
Yeah. So what's the craziest thing you've seen?
I still don't even know.
Well, that was a long one. So
yeah, I helped.
That was a crazy.
It'll be a 2-part story for that because I can't really even think of anything.
And
I just like seen a lot of weird, creepy things.
And outside this restaurant, like this McDonald's, there are all these girls wearing these burgundy jackets. They're like 11
It looked
to 14
like a Forever
years old.
21, just like burgundy fake leather jacket.
Yeah.
And they hollered at us as we were walking to go in. They were hollering, and like I purposefully ignored them, and Ethan thought they weren't talking to us, but they wanted us to buy them like cigarettes or booze or something.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting some fish sticks. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
They had this like 40 they were like hiding and trying to drink, and they were buying like cigarettes from like these crackheads around the street.
They weren't crackheads. They were like older teenagers.
They're making good money selling them like $1 a cigarette. So
a pound a cigarette.
Yeah, a pound or a euro. It would have been I guess it would have been a pound. All right. So, are you excited for It Chapter 2? Did you watch the trailer I sent you?
No, you send me stuff while I'm at work. I have to work. I can't watch videos.
Yeah.
But I straight up watched a video yesterday. Talking about the slow-mo scenes in
X-Men?
yeah, it was X-Men, Days of Future Past, and what was the one before?
Apocalypse or First Class?
Yeah. Good day. Tank does such a good job. They were great. And then after that, I was like, I'm going to get in trouble. I need to not. And then you sent me that like while I'm still trying to do QC and stuff. I'm like, I don't have time to watch this video. But I seen the first one, and that's crazy. And I heard you watching the second one before you watched the Maverick one. So I like heard part of it.
Yeah.
I just didn't get to see it. But you already know I'm excited for it. Yes. Ready.
Definitely ready for that. Hey, Sass. It's a good one.
I know. She's being very difficult.
Yeah, you are. Like always gets mad because I don't hold her right on stream.
I'm not holding her right, but
yeah, see, sometimes she's just difficult.
This chair is too close to this bar, and I don't have anywhere to like put my legs. So she's hot. It's fine.
Oh yeah,
Blake's doing stuff that he wouldn't tell us, but he's doing things.
Yeah, he said I had to carry it, and he did it for like a month, so without me, so I couldn't really complain. So sorry we're doing this. This is literally just all me piecing together different parts of scripts I have, but I haven't finished. So
you didn't read Muhammad's question. He said, when you storm Area 51, will you go live? We're not going, unfortunately, because we're going to Busch Gardens. But we would go live if we were there, so that if we got shot, there'd be a record of it.
Yeah.
But we're not going, so we won't be live there. Maybe we'll send Blake.
It'd be really cool.
Blake
we could send Blake. We're probably sending him to Kansas, though, so I don't know.
What kind of food they got in Kansas?
I don't know. I don't really feel like going to Kansas.
I don't think they have Waffle Houses there. It's like a southern thing. I don't know if I want to go to Kansas.
I can't miss work. All right. Did you hear about the woman who died from possibly being bitten from a kissing bug in Virginia? Are you scared of bugs or just birds and bats?
Are you talking to me specifically? That's rude. Yes, I heard of that lady.
Yeah.
We already had a conversation about that. I don't like bugs. Like, I don't like them. I don't want them to touch me. I'm not going to touch them. But I also don't want to kill them. So, like, if I'm at work and there's a nasty bug, I just go get an adultier adult to take care of it. Because I don't want to kill it. But I don't want it to be on me. So, I'm not scared. I just don't like them.
Yeah, this woman was walking on a walking trail in Southern Virginia. She's 77 years old, and she got bit by this bug that supposedly is only in a few places in, like, along the South. And supposedly, like, if you get bit by it and then, like, if it poops at the same time it lands on you, kind of like a fly, and then you swat it and the poop mixes in, you can have, like, an immune system reaction to it, and it can kill you. Or if your, like, immune system's compromised, you can react to it, causing you to go into, like, anaphylactic shock or whatever.
Anaphylactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of how Darwin died. Got bit by, I think it was Trypanosoma cruzi, and you get Chagas disease from it. And it like makes your heart stop working.
I thought that's what she had. Chagas.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, they said Chagas in the one article I read. I don't know if that's what caused it.
Yeah, well, that killed Darwin, and it's not usually as fast. Usually, it'll bite you, and then the bite gets itchy, and it poops on you while it bit you. So your bite is itchy, and you scratch it, and you rub the doo-doo into your wound. Yeah,
that's one theory about what happened to this lady.
And then it takes like years, and it makes your heart stop working. Yeah, that's how Darwin died.
There's lots of theories to what happened to this lady, but it's still pretty crazy that like it all started to happen from a bug bite.
Read this next question because I got an answer for it. Do you think?
All right. Do you think we have to worry about kissing bugs, or is that just a 1 in a million freak accident?
I worry about getting Chagas every time we go anywhere.
What?
Every time we go on a cruise, because that's where Darwin was, like South America. I worry about getting it. And I always get bit by like so many mosquitoes and stuff. I'm like panicking that I'm going to get Chagas from scratching it. But I don't think we have to worry about it here. But I literally worry about it every time we go to the Caribbean, South America. Anytime I want to go to a cruise, I think I'm going to get it.
Now I just have to worry about a new thing in life when I go places.
Yeah, imagine being worried about that. You're like every time you've been on one. I've known about that for a long ass time. I've been worried about that every time we've ever been on a cruise.
I was just worried about malaria.
That's also a thing to worry about. But they have preventative things. They have prophylactics. you could take for that if you're really worried about it. You can just go to the health department and be like, can I have some of the malaria pills? And then you won't get it.
Yeah.
If I got malaria, I would 100% die. So maybe we should do that.
Probably. What about ticks? Are you afraid of ticks? We have a really bad tick problem in our yard. Like the first year we had Sassy before she was like old enough to get tick medicine, she would get covered in ticks.
Not covered, but she had a few.
It's more than ever in my, like, before we moved to this house, like our
When you talking
house.
about she, you're talking about me?
No, like
the dog.
The dog, yeah.
Yeah. I had like 4 tick bites when we first moved in. Like when we walked around this house, like after we had said we were gonna buy it and put the offer in, and we did the last walkthrough before we like bought it. I got a tick from that, and then I've had like a lot more.
I think we also got a lot more like the first year we were here because Sassy they would get on our fur. They'd also get on us before they.
That still halfway happens. They'll get on her and won't be able to bite her, and they fall off in here. Because I've gotten them. I had one not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I probably have Lyme's disease. Like, I'm kind of worried about it.
You would know about it, Rebecca.
Would I? I feel bad all the time.
No, you would know.
I might have that, but I don't want to test my blood because I might have that, and it's way too late for antibiotics.
Literally work in a lab.
They don't do that. That's a Quest test. That's very expensive.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I've literally had a ton of tick bites throughout my life. Growing up in the poor country around cattle farms and stuff, I had a lot of tick bites.
Yeah.
And that's why I probably think I probably have that and like don't know because that wasn't talked about when I was young. It's only talked about like here recently. So I'm pretty sure I probably have that.
Yeah.
And Ethan, I don't know if any of y'all that are watching have ever had a tick bite, but they're itchy AF.
They're not itchy. They
Ethan
don't itch.
argues with me that they're not. But that's how I always know I have a tick on me is because it's itchy and then you itch it and there's something hard on it.
It's not itchy.
Yes, it is.
Just because your hard on itches doesn't mean it's a tick.
Doesn't make any sense.
Did you hear about the guy who went to the eye doctor because his eye was really irritated and it wouldn't heal?
I seen pictures of it. Oh my god!
I actually hadn't heard of this until I was just like looking up stuff
I
to
see
talk
pictures
about.
of it, man. You gotta finish this, but good day, I seen it.
It turned out he had a deer tick latched onto his eyeball. The tick made a little popping sound when the doctor removed it using tweezers. How old school is that?
That
they're
makes
just
my
like
skin crawl.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, you have a tick in your eye. Let's just get the tweezers out. We're just gonna pop that shit out like it's the 1800s, man. The man is now recovering with antibiotics and steroid eye drops. He worked for an electrical company in Johnson County that had a huge like tick.
No.
Oh, we disconnected for a second. That's
It's
never
fine.
happened before. We don't have anything happening on the internet.
No, I cut the stream off of my phone.
Yeah.
It's fine. But I can't imagine how itchy a tick bite would be in your ear.
Yeah.
Oh, Mama Pink is so nice.
Yeah, Mama Pink's really cool. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for everyone who's watching this. Sorry Blake's not here. I'm carrying it.
It's fine. But so itchy. And it's like you can't get in your ear. But I have not seen that. That's also gross. I like watching videos of people pulling stuff out of people's ears, though, because I really want that to happen to me. Like, get my ears cleaned. But that costs a lot of money on my insurance, so I haven't done it.
Yeah.
But, God, I can't imagine how much that would itch. That'd be terrible.
I've had my ears cleaned before at the doctor where they shoot it full of water.
Oh, I don't want water in it. I want them to, like, take them long tweezer thingies and, like, pull stuff out. I
want them to dig shit out of my ears.
I want them to dig stuff out of my ears.
I don't want them to do that.
That's what I want. I don't want water in it. I don't want to drown.
It feels so good. It's like warm, shoots in, cleans out all the wax. Then you can hear it.
No, I want them to pull stuff. But I can't afford to go, so if you want to go. I mean, if you want to pay for me to go, that's fine. But it's like $250 for me to do that on my insurance, and I am not. I'm already deaf. I'll keep being deaf. It's fine.
Yeah. So what book or movie fucked you up the most after you read or watched it?
What is the definition of fucked up in this question?
I mean, freaked you out, fucked you up. Like one thing I was going to talk about, like Requiem for a Dream, kind of fucked me up.
That's a good movie.
Even train Spotting kind of fucked me up. That baby scene
that happened in this town.
It did. So I mean, let's see, A Brave New World, the book, like that whole ending kind of fucked me up. So
I don't know if I've read a book that like made me scared and like panicky after reading it, but A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini, that made me so sad. Like the book split up into parts, like part 1, 2, 3, like I don't know, the pages are weird, like it's a part. And the beginning part of it, I cried for like 30 minutes. I finished the whole book in a day because it was so moving and sad and terrible and so good. That's like the first book that comes to mind when you say fucked you up, but it didn't like scare me. It wasn't traumatic. It was just sad.
Pet Sematary, the book, like how it deals with death, like in such a real way, and what like a guy would do for his family, that situation, like reaching that age where like if something was to happen, it's all on you. You don't really have anyone to fall back on anymore because you're like an adult, and like what extent would you do for your own family? So I think that's all like real life like fears that could anyone like our age could go like feel with or resonate with.
Yeah, I feel like movie-wise, the first movie I ever seen where I was freaked out, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to because it scared a lot of people when it came out, The Exorcist. I watched that when I was like 7. That's very young to be watching a crazy movie. And that was traumatic. Now it's like nothing. Like when I rewatch, my Stormtrooper picture fell off.
Yes, baby.
Depressing. When I rewatched Hereditary, the like whole middle parts of it are so scary. Like when we watched it the first time in theaters, I was like, I don't really like this movie. This movie is whatever. But like the whole part in the middle, like with the mom, oh my God, that was a little freaky. It didn't scare me. But I was like, I like this a lot better the second time. Like, I know what's happening now, and I can look around more, and this is crazy. Mama said somewhere The Witch. Was that her?
Yeah, she said The Witch.
Yeah, that movie's pretty good. I watched that again when we were going on the cruise with your grandparents. I think when we were coming home from it. That movie's good. We watched it in theaters, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was done really well. It's different. So I like movies that are different than you would think. Like the whole like lower budget, just like really good movies. So
yeah,
thought it was done
I love a good horror movie.
Yeah,
I try to make Ethan go see like all of them.
Yeah,
the fact that Movie Pass is down is bad. Can't go watch scary movies and stuff.
Yeah. So here's like something that's kind of like at a horror movie, or at least personal fears in the back of your head. So a 74-year-old woman.
I know about this.
What?
I know about this already. I know about it. Anyway.
They don't know about it.
Okay, well, I know about it.
All right. A 74-year-old woman lay dead for over a decade in her apartment before someone found her body. She lived in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and she died of natural causes. Since she was not officially dead, her pension would be paid every month, and her bills would be automatically paid. Because apparently in other countries, it's really easy to set up everything to be automatically withdrawn. In America, you can do it, but not like 100% in some cases, to where everything's electronic.
Yeah, like our utility bill, there's no way you'd be able to set it up for auto pay, I don't think.
Yeah, so.
But you can pay it online, but I don't know if you can set it up for auto pay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So no one noticed for a whole decade, and her TV was blasting the whole time, and her neighbors were just mad all the time at her, not knowing that she was been dead for years, and new neighbors had moved in and out. They just thought she was an old lady who couldn't hear. So.
Yeah, they finally found her because whatever was paying her finally ran out or something. Like, I don't think she was getting like a social security type thing going in. I think she had money saved from something else. And I think she finally ran out. And so they went to evict her and opened the door and found her all melted in the couch and nasty.
Yeah, it was pretty much like a mummy.
Yeah, it's gross. It's very sad. Like that she had no family to check on her.
Yeah, it reminds me of something that would happen to the mom in Requiem for a Dream after the movie.
Oh, such depressing.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like something that would happen.
It does, yeah.
Kenneth or Chris.
Chris with the King.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the email. We appreciate it. Sorry I'm really slow getting back to stuff. It's been a crazy month for me with work and life in general. Like, been having to work a whole lot. So that's why, like, things have been real choppy. Blake's been carrying everything lately. Still been writing, but still been writing, like, chopped up. So it's been kind of slow. So a lot of this is, like, ideas I've been working on that we're talking about. But do you guys like cats? I know Stacy likes cats a whole lot, but do you like cats, Rebecca?
I don't dislike them. Like, if I see a cat, I'm gonna pet it.
Yeah,
like, literally
chase it down in Venice or the Venice Islands.
I literally we were on one of the Venetian islands. I think it was Burano, and we see a lot of people taking pictures of something as we're walking down this little alleyway. And when we get to it, there's a cat in a window, and they're all just taking pictures of it. And I'm like, "Hello, kitty," and I'm just petting it. And then we leave, and then everyone else decides it's okay to pet it, which I thought was really funny. I had to be the icebreaker to let everyone know it was okay to pet this cat. And also, when we went to the UFOs, a whole tiny little kitten just ran right up to me, petted it, gave us some Sassy's food. It was fine. I don't mind cats, but I cannot stand the smell of their pee. Cannot. Even if Ethan wasn't real allergic to cats, we would not have a cat.
Yeah, I'm allergic to cats. My grandparents had a cat named Shakespeare. Still see him all the time. He's like an old man now. He's got an old man gut hanging down. He's a pretty big cat too. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's very chubby.
Yeah.
But my parents had a lot of cats when I was growing up, and like our house just always smelled like cat pee, and I hate it. Can't stand the smell of cat pee. I don't like going to anyone's house and you can tell they have cats because you can smell the pee. I hate it. Never gonna have a cat. I'll pet everyone's cat. I'll pet any cat that I can see, but I'm not taking it home.
Well,
I don't want a cat.
A woman named Angela adopted a cat and named her Missy. Missy pawed at Angela's chest, and Angela felt that it was not right. So she went to the doctor because her cat kept pawing on it. And it revealed that Angela had cancer. A few years later, Missy pawed Angela's chest again, and tests revealed she had cancer again. I actually don't know how this story ends. That was just the part of it. So
she died, the cat died, Dan.
I mean, maybe eventually, yes. Or,
yeah, I've heard of stories like this, but usually it's dogs. And I think they've been working on training dogs to be able to, like, smell cancer. But I've heard of it more in dogs than I have cats. Like, of a dog, like, pawing at your chest or whatever, and then you go get stuff done, and there's cancer there. I don't know if it's supposed to, like, have a question in it or not.
No, it's just like a story. So Rachel said that they have a musical of Cats. Yeah, it's based on the Broadway play that's like from the 80s or 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
It's not on Broadway anymore. You can still see it, like it still tours the country.
It came out on VHS a real long time ago.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing it, but I don't remember watching it. I don't remember what the plot's about. Just remember the Memories song. So, like, I knew when Ethan showed me the trailer that that's what it was. It looks real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's like CGI, like their face and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's CGI or if it's like makeup.
No, it's CGI.
It looks really bad. It looks really bad. Really bad. I'm not watching that. We're not going to pay money to watch that.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it with my aunt because my aunt's really into Broadway stuff. Like, back, she used to, not anymore really, but Cats was her favorite back in the day. So she was like, she watched the trailer today at work, and then she just kept watching YouTube clips of people singing the songs after that. So that's
so strange.
I know it is. It is really strange. So, but
she didn't tell me about that.
Well, that hadn't happened.
The only reason I would want to watch it would be to see what the plot of the movie is. Because when I told Ethan I had seen it, but didn't know what the plot was, he said the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, I can remember.
He sees it on Broadway, and he doesn't even know what the plot is.
I actually didn't see it on Broadway. My cousins did. I didn't see it because by the
Wow.
time I got to
He
go
synced
to New
it.
York, it was already off Broadway. I had
That's
seen the
fine.
VHS version and heard the tapes.
Yeah.
I was raised by my grandparents, and they liked listening to all this old Broadway music on cassette tapes, and Cats was one of them.
Tells our age there.
Yeah.
VHS's, cassette tapes.
Yeah. Well, this was when I was like a really tiny kid, like 5 or 6. So I'd always listen to that shit when we were going like to the mountains and stuff like that.
That's so weird.
I hated it. No, like literally listening to the music after my aunt like kept going on this rant.
It just closes his
it just
door.
reminds
Please
me of being
stop.
stuck in a car for hours and hours listening to it. So
Okay, Rachel said she did the play in high school. Can you tell me what the plot of the movie is? I'm just curious what the plot is because I don't know what happens.
yeah. I would like to see I would like to see an update. I was interested in it, not as like a lot of the internet really reacted they were really shitting on it.
Terrible.
I mean,
I don't know what Reddit said about this movie, but the CGI of it, like, look at Lion King. We have that kind of capabilities. Why do they look like that?
because it's made for old people. They can't see the screen.
That's not made for old people. They're trying to like pump this up and shit it out to the new world of people who are gonna watch it now. And it looks terrible. Like literally the one from the 90s on VHS. The cats look better in that than they do in this fancy CGI one. Yeah. Fight me. They look better in that.
Practical. But
it
what's
looks
up,
terrible.
Supernatural Lost Adventures? Hope you're having a good evening. Have you, Rebecca, since we're talking about
yeah, I already read this question.
Yeah. Have you participated in a school talent show or school play?
I did so many things. It's very embarrassing. We only did one talent show in my elementary school, and I sang Amazing Grace in it. It's very embarrassing. I did. And there were 2 other people who wanted to sing Amazing Grace, and we had to share. I didn't even know there were other verses to the song. I had to sing like the last verse. And then I think we had to jointly sing like the main part of it again. It was embarrassing. And we used to have these like gala things where a group of us who I don't even know like why we were together because we weren't in a class together, we'd have to like sing. And I remember singing Good Time Rock and Roll in front of all these people. And I remember having these like bamboo stick things that you hit together and it makes noises. I did this in front of so many people, and I don't remember why. I don't know if it was like a voluntary thing, and I was just like, I like singing, put me on that. And I did that. I don't know. I've sang in front of a lot of people. It's very embarrassing.
Yeah, Rebecca was outgoing as a kid.
No, not at all now. But I did do karaoke on our next to last cruise. Yeah. That was fine. I wasn't even real drunk for that. It's embarrassing. I never did a play, though.
The only time I've done karaoke was actually with Blake. We did All-Star by Smash Mouth. Super drunk at like 2 a.m. That was embarrassing.
Loves the song.
Didn't know the
he
words.
Loves Smash Mouth, and he forgot
I was
all
really
of
drunk.
the words.
I was really. It was like, oh man, this is like when you get up there. It's like this was a terrible decision. Good thing there's only like 6 people here right now.
You would think that drunk you would remember the words better. Like who
like,
doesn't know the words to Smash Mouth?
Yeah, Blake had to
You're
carry
start
that
coming
one.
And they don't stop coming.
Yeah.
How
you
do you
get drunk,
that?
You get up there, and you're like, oh, I done goofed. Blake, get us out of this one. Thank God he handled the pressure. So
that's really funny.
Did you film that?
What?
That.
I didn't hear what you said.
Did you film us doing karaoke? Did anyone film that? Because that would be a good Patreon video.
This film doesn't go back that far.
Yeah.
I don't remember when that happened. You would think that I would have, but I was probably also a little drunk.
It was late. It was a really late night that night.
Yeah. I've done a lot of embarrassing things. I do a lot less of them now. But play some fucking hard to handle. I'm a karaoke.
Yeah. It's probably the latest we've been out in public in our hometown in a long, years, because now you can get shot and it's scary. So
we had a Waffle House. There's no point being out late.
Yeah, but speaking of
the IHOP closes early now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our IHOP closes. Our Sheets closes early.
Yeah, like everything that's supposed to be open 24 hours, they have to close that because people just get shot here.
Was our Sheets, our Sheets, our Buffalo Wild Wings, our Cookout.
BW's isn't supposed to be 24 hours.
I know, but they still closes early, and Walmart closes early. So
Walmart close?
The not the super one, but the
little
grocery
one?
store one. It was supposed to be 24 hours.
Oh yeah, it closes at like 10.
It closes at 11, I
It
think.
closes at like 11.
So, have you seen Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of
Fleet Street?
Yeah,
Yes, I've seen it.
yeah. What did you think of it?
I liked it. I like things that are dark and stuff. Like I like Tim Burton. I like dark things. Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter. Iconic duo. Although I'm kind of tired of seeing it, but they're fine.
Iconic duo that's kind of worn itself out.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah. Like, I haven't seen it a whole bunch of times. Like, I know a lot of people have. I've seen it. I like it.
Yeah.
I can't really tell you any songs from it. Like, I don't know the songs from that by heart. Like, I do a lot of other
The Making
things.
Pie song.
I don't know the words
She
to
makes
that.
pies, burning the bodies.
I know.
Whatever.
I know. I don't know the words to none of that.
Yeah. What do you think of Johnny Depp singing in that?
It wasn't bad. Johnny Depp can do it all. She didn't sing bad in it either. But I feel like if neither of them could sing, that they wouldn't have been put in it, you know?
Yeah.
It was fine. I liked it.
So there were two students in a high school performance of Sweeney Todd that had their throats cut because the school supplied an actual straight razor for the throat slitting scene.
What is wrong with people?
Yeah, they're not
What
the
is wrong
brightest.
with people?
Yeah, that was a teacher who did this. One boy had his throat cut almost 5 centimeters deep, and the ambulance staff noted that the trachea and some cartilage was visible when he got to the hospital. Major veins and arteries that are located in the region where the contact with the razor happened was made were damaged, and it was really like the arteries and stuff caused life-threatening injuries. Luckily, neither died, but they literally happened. They didn't happen at the same time, so
they didn't learn their lesson.
this
the first
just
time.
happened again. So, and
What's wrong with
despite
people?
different accidents happened in the rehearsals for this play, and there was still no investigation of why there was no like razor safety. All they did to like safeguard the razor was wrap it in tape by the teacher, but it obviously wasn't sufficient. In one rehearsal, a student received a small cut, and then another student suffered a friction burn a few days before the actual show. So, what do you think should have actually happened to the teacher who was in charge of this production that used real razor blades in a high school production of Sweeney Todd?
Should have been fired.
Or charged with like
that
kid
should be
neglect
like
or something,
yeah.
child endangerment.
Yeah, like, huh? But also, the kids should know like that it's real and don't slash someone's throat with it. Like, you should know. You can look at something and tell it's real. And you just flick your thumb across it and you realize that that's fucking sharp. Don't slice someone's throat with it. Like, all these people are to blame. Was it the same person cut people's necks? I'm just curious.
Yeah, some sadistic kid is like, it looks real. Sucks to suck. Oh. So, you like The Sopranos and the whole Mafia thing?
Yeah, not currently. Not that long ago, watched the whole Sopranos, which I'd never seen before, but it's all on Prime, I think. So I just watched all the Sopranos. It's great. Upon further review, I like the last episode. It's great. Love it. Good show. Good times. Mafia thing, like that. Anytime someone does something shitty, like snitching to the police, anything like that, being sketchy, I just tell Ethan that'll get you killed. Like, anytime anyone does anything that like you would get killed for in the Mafia, I'll just tell them that'll get you killed. But also, currently rewatching Breaking Bad, and like the cartel. I don't know if this is like real life and I'm just stupid, but apparently the cartel is Mafia because they're like the same thing. It's very Mafia-esque, the cartel stuff they talk about on there. So maybe I'm dumb and I didn't know that a cartel is supposed to be Mafia-esque, but it 100% is.
Yeah.
You know who's a badass? Hector Salamanca.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you ever seen the Godfather movies?
I have not. I would like to. Like, I really wanted to after watching Sopranos because they talk about the Godfather in it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, we need to watch them.
Yeah, we can. I don't have any opposition to that, but opposition.
Yeah.
I don't have any problems with that, but I haven't seen it.
Have you heard of the mob boss of all mob bosses in Italy?
I seen your post on Facebook. I didn't read it. I just liked it.
Yeah. Rebecca doesn't play along with these leading questions like Blake does. Blake is just like, yes, so we'll just flow right into this. Blake, like Rebecca's just like, yes, we talked about this before. Yes, I read this.
No, I didn't read it. I think the picture, like I think the part that said there are no pictures of him. No one knows what he looks like, and there's a picture. I'm just like, what is this then?
There's no current. It says there's no current in the past decade since he's become the boss of all bosses. There's not been any pictures. Like that was his old driver's license photo from when he was like 25 or something. Looking. Yeah, he's now like 55. So that was like a 30-year-old picture.
I don't know what it's like now, but he got money and he don't look bad. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't been caught yet, but he was appropriately dubbed the boss of all bosses of the Italian Mafia. He's been on the run for over 26 years, and he's been so successful that there's not been a single picture that exists of him from the time, despite being one of the world's top 10 most wanted criminals. So
that's how you got to do it.
Yeah, there hasn't been a picture of him since he became like really wanted. So no, like, I mean, even Ben Laden,
they know what you look like. They know they can get you because they know who they're looking for.
Yeah,
they're gonna be using that face app thing on that picture to see what he looks like now.
Yeah, he can't be using those face apps, those filters. His name's Matteo Denaro, and he was born April 26th of 1969. He's also known as the 1960. What did I say?
Like 1960 now.
Whatever. 1962. He's also known as the Diabolic. He's a Sicilian mafia boss. He's been a fugitive since 1993, and with the deaths of Bernardo Provencio in 2016 and the Salvorte.
Not saying these words right.
Well, you could read them.
Bernardo Provenzano.
Okay. And what's the other one?
Salvatore Rina.
Yeah.
And, that one's a guess, but you 100%.
And since then, he's been seen as the unchallenged boss of the Italian Mafia.
He probably killed him.
Yeah. He's often portrayed as a ruthless playboy. He's a mafioso, a womanizer.
I bet he's attractive. Like, I see what he looked like 30 years ago. I bet he is.
Yeah, he's seen driving expensive Porsche sports cars, especially Porsches, wearing Rolex, Daytona watches, Ray-Ban sunglasses, and fancy clothes from Armani. And
you gotta say the whole name, Giorgio Armani.
Yeah,
and say that one. Say it.
Versace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's an ardent player of.
Don't start this sentence. Okay, I like how it talks about Versace and Porsches, but then says Ray-Bans. Like that's supposed to be something. Ray-Bans are like $100.
I think they're saying like Italian brands, so I think Ray-Bans are still Italian.
What's Gucci? That Italian?
I think it is still Italian.
Yeah, Gucci sunglasses cost a lot more than Ray-Bans.
A lot of.
I just thought it was interesting. Like he got Rolexes, he got Porsches, he wears Versace, but he wears Ray-Bans.
Maybe it's supposed to say he's hip and cool.
I bet he attractive too.
Yeah. So he loves playing computer games, and he's said to be the father of an illegitimate child, which is super unusual for like the conservative culture of the mafia, the whole like Italian Catholic thing.
Yeah.
So he has a reputation for fast living, with allegedly killed a Sicilian hotel owner who accused him of taking young girls to bed.
He probably did it too.
Yeah. He's remarkably different from most traditional mafia bosses who claim to adhere to conservative family values. They really put like the whole family thing and like.
Yeah, but if you're not married, you ain't got that. I mean, you could do the Tony and be married and sleep with anything and everything, but
yeah, I mean, you're supposed to still have values.
You can have values.
And just don't
values that Porsche and that Versace.
Yeah. So there was a mention of the police actually coming close to arresting him after the Italian police made an estimated 20 million euro seizure of assets from him and a fund that he was funding the Fountain of Gold. He was receiving funding from the Fountain of Gold olive oil business. Like that's the most Italian thing. He's receiving money from this olive oil business. However, he's still at large as of July of 2019. So this poses an interesting question. So if you were in Italy, like in the countryside, you had your olive oil business or your winery, your family's been doing it for hundreds of years. Would you help one of the most dangerous criminals in the world if they offered you $20 million to hide them?
I would probably help him for free, especially if he's cute.
I mean, I'd probably help him just because I don't want to get shot.
I mean, 20 million. Yes.
Yeah.
I would do it for less.
The best answer is they wanted to rent my farm or winery or whatever for $20 million. I said yes, no questions asked, and I just let them do them.
I wouldn't tell nobody about no
I'm
money.
just saying if the police ever came up to
If they came, that'd be fine. But I ain't telling them I got no money. I would say he had a gun, and I said yes, sir, and he did whatever, and that money would be my money.
the hustle.
Yeah, you don't tell the police about no money you got, especially if it's illegal money. You don't tell them about that. No.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else that had to do with like Sopranos and Italian stuff, and I don't remember what it was.
You don't?
No, I feel like if you scrolled up, I might remember. Oh God.
Mafia.
That's too many.
Yeah. I'm not
I
saying
don't know
anything bad about the Mafia, so don't kill us.
No. I think it's very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to be in it. I'm not Italian. No. Clearly.
But for $20 million, hit us up. We got a safe room in our house. All right.
You didn't ask the question.
Do you believe
you already know my answer?
Do you believe spontaneous human combustion is possible?
No, that is no. That's not a thing. That is not science. The things inside of your body don't explode.
There's been over 200 confirmed.
They ain't confirmed.
I mean, guesstimated cases.
Yeah, then people were smoking cigarettes and fell asleep.
But your body's full of gases and stuff that can explode, Rebecca. We're like a walking time bomb, but we're also 80% water. How does any of this make sense?
I mean, explode as in like if you fart in front of a match, it'll go, but not enough to catch you on fire. Like you're not. No.
Yeah.
I got told I did good pronouncing Italian things, just so you know I'm a professional.
Yeah. You're good. I'm not.
You can't pronounce English words.
Yeah, this last part is part of a script I've been writing for human combustion. It was suggested by Kenneth, Chris.
Who already left. Chris and the K, you're going to have to rewatch.
Yeah, but it'll eventually be a video. It's going to be a longer one. So, well, like I said earlier, this is a whole thing is different parts of scripts I've been doing and posting it to social media, to either Facebook or Instagram or Amino. So if you haven't followed us on Facebook or Instagram or even Amino, we've been posting different stuff every so often. It's where I try out different things. If I write something, I try to write something almost every day. I don't always post it, but I'm always trying to make progress on stuff. But with spontaneous human combustion, there has been attributed to at least 400 deaths in history. It was made famous by Charles Dickens' book, The Bleak House, where an alcoholic character is a victim of spontaneous human combustion.
And imagine that has to do with alcohol.
Yeah, because he has extra gases in him from the alcohol.
No ethanol.
And the cigarettes.
That's how you know the proof and stuff. It burns.
Yeah. I'm
just saying.
The most recent documented case of human combustion occurred on September 17th, 2017 in Tottenham, North London.
What the fuck is that C word? Good luck with that.
When a 70-year-old John Nolan spontaneously burst into flames while walking in the street. He was airlifted to Broomfield Hospital in Chelmsford. He had third-degree burns on 65% of his body. Sadly, he passed away by the next evening. At the time, investigators were unable to establish a reason for his death, and his death was treated as unexplained. Some passerbyers who tried to stop and help him said they witnessed John's clothes mysteriously catch fire and ran over to help, but by then he was consumed in flames. It happened just yards from his home on a quiet Sunday afternoon walk. A post-mortem examination revealed that the cause of death was severe burns without any further explanation. An official inquest was opened at the North London's Coroner's Court in March of 2018 to further examine and explain the mysterious death or the mysterious circumstances surrounding John's death. The coroner determined that John's death was not a deliberate act by himself or anyone else, and that a flammable liquid was not involved in the fire. Finally, the North London Coroner's Court determined that it was most likely John set his clothes on fire while lighting a cigarette. They ruled his cause of death was accidental ignition of clothing because John was found with in possession of a pack of cigarettes and 2 lighters. Yet, why did it take so long to determine the proper cause of death of John Nolan? If this was so easy, like clear cut, determined, why did it take them reopening the cause of death and everything? Strangers, do you believe spontaneous human combustion is possible? Or was John Nolan a victim of this rare condition? Or was he just light himself on fire while he was trying to light a cigarette? Who just lights all these people who light themselves? I mean, how do you just light yourself on fire?
This one, okay, about to be a little racist, but the houses in London, like, they're in blocks, you know? Like, a lot of things you've seen in London, they're like back to back to back to back, like sides and tall, like usually 2 stories. Someone could easily like flick a cigarette and hit him and catch his clothes on fire. Even if he wasn't trying to smoke and lit himself on fire, someone else could have like flicked a cigarette and hit him. Who's gonna be like, I did that? Nobody. If I flicked a cigarette and it hit you and you caught on fire, best believe I ain't saying I did that. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it could definitely have been that. Could have been he was a little intoxicated. Did it say his toxicology reports? Did it say if he had anything in his system?
No, it didn't.
Because he could have been drunk and stumbling and lit himself on fire.
It was a Sunday afternoon, though.
But that's close to Belfast. What happened on a Sunday afternoon there?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. So, I don't know.
I'm just saying, that's definitely not a thing.
I think it is. We'll actually have
not a thing. You don't
we're going to have a
There's
video
no way you think that's a
of the
thing.
5 top strangest things that happen. 5 human combustion cases that most likely are true. Something like this.
0 of them. Spoiler alert.
Rebecca.
I mean, in the comments. None.
Yeah, Rebecca always calls out stuff. I think it's a chance it might be real.
It's not. Why doesn't it happen more regularly if that was a thing?
Because, Rebecca, there's actually lots of reasons.
Oh, like what?
Hold on. Someone asked me that on Facebook, and I replied with the one that I'd already done. Let me look that up.
No.
Hold on. You're making me look it up or something else.
Well, I can tell you that that's not a thing. Look at that new car. Look at that lady. Yeah. Look at this Facebook.
Yeah, people these days getting new cars, new lives, new everything.
Maybe she's going to drive the new car to Area 51 and storm the base.
It's got bulletproof glass.
It looked like a Benz or something nice. I wouldn't want to crash that through the gates. That's that dude. Go back up.
Rebecca, no.
He cute.
Trying to find this last thing to read. This is the thing. It was really early. I don't know.
I think you're back too far. Are you not? Is this chronological?
Rebecca?
I think you're back too far. Yeah, scroll back up. I think you're back too far.
Okay, that's the last one.
Was that it? That's something burnt.
It's about poop.
That's Black Friday.
Yeah.
You're scrolling too fast.
Okay, well.
That looks like... Go back up. Is that the Mafia dude?
Yes, baby.
He looks like the guy in Stranger Things.
That's what Blake said. We talked about it on Discord.
Well, I wasn't there, but he looks like the guy from Stranger Things.
Specifically what
He
Blake
cute.
said.
I would have had him.
Yeah. Right here. Well, I also wrote it right here. Give me a second while it loads. Just one last thing, guys, and we're going. We're also pandering time to make this an hour and a half for no reason.
Okay. I got more things to talk about. Shane Dawson put out a new video there.
Okay. So usually victims of spontaneous human combustion are chronic alcoholics. They're usually elderly females. The body has not burned spontaneously, but have just lighted and
so it's not spontaneous.
Whatever. The hands and feet usually fall off. The fire has caused very little damage or combustion to anything in contact with the body. So usually like the body just burns. Combustion of the body has left a residue of greasy people ash with a very offensive odor.
Most like burning things, like burning flesh and stuff, doesn't smell great.
No, it doesn't. So yeah, we're actually live now. We're just saying stuff. Oh man, it never lets us put Facebook links. So
paste it again. Paste it.
Okay.
Oh God. How does this laptop work?
What are you trying to do? Yeah, it's gonna
Oh,
block
did it
because
again.
it's Facebook.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I was trying to link our Facebook. What's up?
You can
Jacob?
paste it again and then take out the Facebook part and say type in Facebook first.
Yeah, I could, I guess.
One more again.
Yeah, I was trying to link our Facebook because I do try to post there often.
Yeah.
So
just
you type in
that.
facebook.com and then / this, you get nope, it still flags it.
Lame.
Doesn't matter. But we're about to
you
get
can
off,
find
guys.
it if you find the thing about talking about spontaneous combustion that's there.
Yeah. So, but like I said, tonight was a piece together of different scripts I've been working on. We'll have some more stuff coming out. This is why all of a sudden Blake sometimes gets multiple scripts at a time because I finally like finish them or I'm just doing a bunch of things. So
yeah, I came into Ethan's work when I got off to pick up something. And I asked him, oh, Jacob's here. I asked him like if he got anything together for the live stream and he's like, no, I wrote like 3 scripts today. Like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be making something for us to talk about. This is what you get.
yeah, that's why it's kind of scattered.
I feel like I did a decent job talking. I usually don't have anything to say and I don't talk. So
You did good.
sorry.
You talked. You could just help me with the segue stuff instead of making it obvious.
Nope, we already talked about it. You know I haven't seen Top Gun.
Yeah.
You know I don't believe in human spontaneous combustion. That is not real.
The dog's just licking your arm.
Yeah, that's normal.
All right. Well, thanks, strangers. Fuck.
Jacob just got here.
I know.
You're
I'm
not
sorry.
gonna give him any content to watch?
We're about to get off. I'm sorry, Jacob. Soggy Seal.
We were
Hanging
just
out
talking about Soggy Seal and Mrs. Soggy Seal and our trip to Busch Gardens because he's
Rebecca
coming.
really wants to do that.
I want to go
so,
right now, and Ethan won't let me.
Yeah.
But it's also hot, so like that's okay.
I'm trying to survive, you guys. This heat has been unbearable. Spontaneous human combustion can happen in this heat.
Yeah. We're not even. He's on lunch.
Yeah. That's Second Life.
Yeah. Yeah. But being outside in like 95-degree weather, that's not gonna catch you on fire.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is a little man.
Hey,
What I got to say about that.
what's up, Loomy? Thanks for watching, you guys. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for always spending your Friday with us. It's a lot of fun. I know I've neglected the comments and Discord, email, and everything lately.
Ethan doesn't reply to anybody or anything,
I
myself
usually
included.
do
so.
on the Strangest before, back in the day, before like things really got crazy, like last month. Like, I did pretty good keeping up with all the comments and stuff, but been having to do a lot of real work at my job, and I've been writing some stuff. Just been trying to get it all to come together. So still writing, still streaming on the weekends, and it's a lot of fun. Like literally this is the best way to start the weekend. And I appreciate you guys spending it with us. Blake should be back next time. We should be together. Hopefully we'll eventually have some guests too. But with things being so crazy, I haven't been trying to schedule like a guest, which is good because I wouldn't have wanted them to be like, oh, try to do this, and then Blake not be able to do it. So luckily
It's
Rebecca
fine.
was
I
able
can
to do it.
interview
Yeah, she
people.
did it.
I'm great.
Yeah.
Get me to a guest.
Yeah.
I'll get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time.
But,
I don't know if you have people to be guests.
I mean, I have a couple like that I want to get on here. I just haven't done it because, like I said, I didn't have everything like planned. Like I want them to be able to join and know what's going to happen and all of that. So, all right. I'm dragging it on. I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah, why didn't you just look at Jacob's YouTube thing?
I was gonna link his YouTube channel, but he's not on his actual YouTube channel one, and I can't get to it fast enough. It is, but it's not gonna pull up. I just tried, Rebecca. So yeah, usually it's me who responds to you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like actually me, all the Facebook stuff is me. Like when Blake sent me the thing on Discord about the Mafia boss, I'm like, you look at our Facebook stuff, but you don't fucking like it.
Yeah, you think it's butthurt about that because I like never read anything that he posts, but I like all of it. So I like every single thing they post, even though I don't read it. And Blake doesn't like it. He might halfway read it and he won't like it. Blake, get your shit together. You should be liking these posts. That helps with stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but we have over 400 likes on there. Trying to get to 500. Oh, also Twitter. We need to hit 1,000 Twitter followers. We're at like 999.
Y'all haven't been there for like a week.
What?
I thought $9.99 for a week.
No, we just hit 999 today. We might have hit that. Nope, we're still at 999. Let me link that because I can link that pretty fast at least. So if you have Twitter by chance, we're on there.
Just cut it.
We
Do
post different
stuff.
things.
What
So
are you doing? What did I just watch?
yeah. So what's one last question to end on?
One quick
while
question.
While you're asking that, since this is delayed, I'll try to get
Airy Creek
I'll try to get
things he
Soggy
clicked
Seal's
off of.
real channel up while I'm at it.
Yeah, we'll just keep dragging while Ethan's looking up stuff. That's not how you spell Soggy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know, Jacob.
Rebecca. Okay, well.
Can you not narrow it down to channels?
I could if I was fast enough, but
Is that him?
Yeah.
Is cut the same as copy? What am I looking at?
Cuts it.